Hey guys, welcome to Real Life Money, where we talk about topics that schools don't, so let's get started. For this video, we're going to go over tips on how to create a bigger paycheck. By the end of this video, you'll have all the tips on how to be a great employee, you'll be happy with your money situation, and you'll be rocking it. Since this video is going to be assuming that you have a job, Tip 0 is going to say if you don't have a job, then get one. Now that the obvious is out of the way, we can start with tip 1, which is pretending you are your employer slash boss. So taking this new perspective as looking at things through your boss's eyes and seeing you as a worker, be brutally honest with yourself. Are you a good worker? Are you a bad worker? Do you arrive late or whatever? Because this is what they actually see. If you're really honest and say, you know what, I'd fire them, I'd give you points for honesty. But if that's the case, that you would fire yourself because you're a bad worker, you gotta change something. The reason at looking from this perspective is that if you're looking at it from a boss's perspective onto a worker, if you're doing the things that the boss wants, you'll be a better worker, and better workers get paid more. Leading to tip number 2, which is bettering yourself. Don't worry about anyone else. Better yourself. Change yourself. Arrive on time. Be more efficient. Be a better worker. As you're changing yourself, you need to grasp this important concept. Do not work harder. What you talking about? I'm being serious on this one. Do not work harder, because when you're running all over the place, doing multiple things at once, you're probably screwing up multiple things at once. Focus on the priorities. Focus on one thing, because there is a limit to how hard you can work. Once you go above that limit, you'll burn out. Instead, work smarter, not harder. Be more efficient with your work. Instead of running all over the place and getting nothing done, have a plan of doing this, then this. Maybe you could combine something so it's just more efficient, so you could skip this step. It's just better work ethic. If you're working smarter, you're more efficient, which is good for business, and it's making the boss happy, which gives you a higher probability of making more. Now, and only now, is when you could ask for a raise. When you're more efficient, you're a better worker, you're producing more, you have more responsibilities, you have some evidence showing you that you deserve a raise, so it's more probable. Sometimes people are scared to ask for raises when their boss would normally give it to them, but they don't because they never ask. I said only at this step when you're more efficient, because if you're not producing more, if you're not working smarter, if you're not efficient, why should anyone give you a raise? Option B for step 3 would be there's always an option to find another job that could have more opportunities, higher pay, that type of thing. Now, big important tip number 4, which I said in previous videos, and I will continue to say in future videos, is that it is not how much you make, it is how much you keep. Making more money will not make you happier. Evidence of this, the last raise you got. Now, yeah, it felt great when you found out about it, worked out well the first week, maybe couple months, but then what happened? It's not enough. Now you're asking for another raise, and eventually another raise, and it's never going to be enough. Another evidence would be your cell phone. You get a new cell phone. You feel awesome for a week, few months, maybe even a year, but now you're punting it across the room. So to be happy with the money you're going to be getting, you have to be happy with the money you're getting right now. An extreme example would be to make $1 million a year, pissing it all away, and you still end up with zero and no happiness. Now, for some quick side tips. Taxes suck. It's not going to change. Don't look at what's being deducted from your paycheck. It's always going to be there. Unfortunately, kinda suck it up. Don't compare yourself to other people. Don't point fingers at other people. Worry about changing yourself. Next would be surrounding yourself with successful and positive people. Now, you're not following them, you're not copying them, you're not comparing them to yourself. When you're surrounded by positivity and success, you're more driven to do bigger and better things, basically. And last side tip I got for you guys in retail dealing with customers, let's be honest, that rule, customers are always right, that's a lie. Many customers might be wrong, but as an employee or worker, you have to make them the happiest that you possibly can in that situation. Customers don't see it from our perspective, so at least try to make them believe they're right even though they're not. But just make the best of the situation. They'll be gone in a couple minutes. Customers come and go. Do the best you can. And those are all the tips, and now you're on your way to be creating a bigger paycheck, more efficient. Good luck. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next week.